Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So, almost there, first batches of games. The last one here in the upper part, we have not really a Cross-Banlist match, but it's a good old one, I guess. This matchup has already happened a couple of times. I can't remember exactly the outcomes of the matches before this one. I don't think the deck lists are the same. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, if you take a look at the votes from the people, right side here, we see that the people see that rulers should have the advantage over spellbooks. Okay, I could get why stuff like Light and Darkness Dragon is super crucial. There's Eradicator in the extra deck or side deck, right? But on the other hand, spellbooks, full power, basically it's a ridiculous deck. You know, Spellbook Judgment is a ridiculous card on its own. Stuff like Drawl is there. So I'm not sure. I've like before this matchup, I had like no clue from what I remember from back in the day. Again, you know, we played during these times, 2013. It's like 11 years. Oh, I remember the European Championship back in 2013. Was it Bochum? Somewhere in Germany. Anyway, it felt 50-50. Most deck lists were relatively the same. But it all came down to the fact that Spellbooks is a deck that can brick, even though the consistency is there. But, I mean, opening Blue Boy plus Judgment, Secrets, Master, you know, that's the delicious hand you want. Yeah, long story short now, I didn't really look, well, like here in this first duel, it wasn't looking that great, but I think I still had a chance here with the Light and Darkness Dragon on field. I had a couple of options. I could have popped the Blue Boy. That would have kept the field spell on field. I think the field spell was more crucial, and I thought really I was in a good position. Again, you know, forcing your opponent to burn through a couple of spells and then maybe attack over it with Kiko or I don't know. But this was an out, as in, well, Spellbook of Fate alone, Book of Moon, right? Well, Book of Moon alone would have been fantastic, because you can just activate any card and then chain Book to put Light and Darkness Dragon face down. Again, very similar to Appaloosa. Light and Darkness Dragon, what does it? Lowers the attack and defense, just like Appo, attack then. But it needs to lower its attack and defense. If it's face down, it cannot do that. So, you know, you chain any Book card to potentially shut down the Light and Darkness Dragon. So I think that Fate was a top deck as well. I should recheck that or rewind it, but I think it was. And with Fate, you still need to face up Spellcaster, right, on field and draw to the Spellcaster from all cards, right? So this first duel already told, or should have told me that this might have been, you know, might not have been my day. Anyway, no spoilers. So yeah, Yugioh on field, no special summons for both players if I'm not mistaken, and this is not a good sign, right? If the Spellbook deck is able to get out Yugioh plus field spell, that's Pot of Greed basically every turn with the draw phase. And yeah, eventually they'll be getting the third Blue Boy, I guess, to field. If or third one is probably already in the graveyard, or banished maybe. So Kiko works hard as well, again prevents me from, what is it, banishing monsters from the graveyard, I think. Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, the Heavy Storm definitely, delicious, but not enough. I can't attack over Yugioh, so 1-0 behind. Okay, number 2 point side deck, and you see that delicious card is already there in the hand, so Eradicator. And this is an okay hand, sadly no Super Rejuvenation, so we are not able to draw those discarded cards, or, you know, that amount, and eventually draw it, what is it, during the end phase. This is fine still. Mystical Space Typhoon for potential floodgates or traps, because we know they are there. What is it, Rivalry and the, what is the other one? Soul Drain, yeah, Soul Drain. But we eradicated them more spells and it's GG, ah, yes. So fair, so fair. So we tribute Dracossack itself, it's basically another Winding Graveyard, and it empties up space for the OTK. Okay, so game number 3. Looking at this now, you would think, that's a nice brick for spellbooks. The problem here is that the warning kept, I guess, the dragon rule, the dragon rule deck in check for this duel. You know, it prevents, I guess, another, was it Redux? I think it was React and into Redux, I think so. It's kind of big. And you know, that gives them exactly just another turn. And setting the Tsuku again was dangerous because of this, right? Because of Spellbook of Power. I mean, are you using power once, right? Aren't you attacking or risking the attack, I guess? Because you need to destroy the monster by battle, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think so. In order for power to trigger, you know, normally you would use, what is it, Spellbook of, it's not Fate, Eternity. No, not Eternity, Master, yeah, Master, the one that copies. So, you know, double power, double search, but making sure that you can, you know, you can attack over the monster with maybe a big defense. But I should recheck, are there any rulers with big defense? Yeah, there are, like the smaller babies, that is. So, I don't know, that was probably a risk, I guess, but it pays off. It is what it is. And yeah, Degree is nice, but not if you're behind. Again, the deck is able to, what is it, draw 2 every turn, and Spellbook of Fate can just banish any card, including Degree, to turn on their floodgates. So that's a bummer. Okay, so again, number 4, again, 7-star swords, and we have Eradicator. Ah, yes, it's so nice. Ah, so pro that you're able to draw into that. No searching capabilities, you know, to search Eradicator, but it's just so easy to, you know, go for Big Eye, a pass. And but the thing here is that this is kind of funny. Okay, what is it? Discard 4 spells, and we see Yugioh and Judgment. Yugioh and Judgment from all cards. So I was like, okay, that's fine-ish still. We can just set Tsuku and go from there. We're not getting punished out of power, you know, because of the big defense of Tsuku. So it's basically a waiting game still, but you know, we're getting free information about our hand. Because of Eradicator, this is the last turn. We saw Rivalry was there. Yeah, last turn. So you have a couple of options. So go for Reacting, but run into Judgment, forcing out Judgment, because again, Tsuku is not really the... Well, okay, it's an out to put Yugioh face down. This was expected, I guess. Kind of forces out the Rivalry. But again, it's just like next turn you see I already have Blaster in hand to pop something, right? So Blaster, discard fire, I can pop any card. And I think it's safe to assume we can just pop Yugioh and then, what is it? Yeah, because everything is Dragon, put everything on field and go for a game. So 2-2, it's a 5-gamer. Go second though, and this is an okay hand. Blue Boy is getting negated by Veiler, which can be crucial, you know, prevents them from searching Judgment or Secrets or whatever. But they just open busted, like look at this. Okay, you're able to prevent Blue Boy from triggering, but what is it? There's already a Judgment in hand. There was already a Secrets and a Master, I think. That's pick your hand. It's a god hand for Spellbooks. And on top of that, my 6th card was another 7-star sword, so that's unfortunate, because, you know, you're only able to use that once. I can still have a comeback, I think, you know, with Degree. Problem is, again, as I've said before, if you're behind, Degree is suboptimal. They can just reuse Fate, especially if they have a field spell, Pot of Greed. So I think my only option here is to snipe with Typhoon, snipe the Fate if they search it, obviously, and then end phase Degree. And hope that I snipe the Fate with MST and hope that I have more plays for next turn. So random Typhoon on 2, we hit Fate too. The traps are blocked. The problem is that I have to get something to deal with Yugioh and potentially get something going. But that's not the case, and next turn this is game over. Same is going to happen, as we've seen before. Fate banishing Degree and stuff like that, reusing, it's losing battle. So unfortunate. I think some unfortunate top decks by Spellbooks, the Fate, On Light and Darkness Dragon, the Triple Judgment, ridiculous, redunculous stuff. But it is what it is. So Spellbooks moved on, and we'll take on Exodia later. So the next one, last matchup, bottom part, 2 fusion decks. Shadows versus Tear Element, so feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them signing out. Peace.